Peter secretly snapped a picture of the girl he had a crush on when a strange spider suddenly lowered itself from a web and bit his hand. A sharp pain shot through him, but Peter didn't pay much attention to it. After getting home, he felt completely drained and immediately fell asleep. What Peter didn't realize was that the spider's venom was already spreading throughout his body. As it began altering his DNA, he shivered uncontrollably from the cold. When Peter finally woke up, he instantly realized something was very wrong. The moment he put on his glasses, everything became blurry, but when he took them off, his vision was perfectly clear. Even more surprising, the skinny body he had yesterday had transformed into a strong and muscular physique, and his movements had become incredibly quick and agile. While chasing after the school bus, Peter ran at a speed that rivaled a professional sprinter. However, one thing left him completely confused. He couldn't understand why objects kept sticking to his hands. Later that day in the school cafeteria, the girl Peter liked walked past him and suddenly lost her balance. Just as she was about to hit the floor, Peter reacted instantly and caught her. The girl was amazed by his incredible reflexes and couldn't help being impressed. But while Peter was enjoying her praise, he suddenly noticed that a spoon had become stuck to his hand. As he tried pulling it off, he realized it was attached by a thin strand of web. When he carefully lifted his hand, the almost invisible strand dragged a plate from a table several feet away. Peter attempted to pull it back, but accidentally launched the plate straight into the school bully. Realizing he was in trouble, Peter quickly stood up and tried to leave the cafeteria. Unfortunately, the plate still attached to his hand immediately revealed where he was. The school bully, who loved throwing his weight around, was determined to make Peter pay and save his reputation. Suddenly, Peter sensed danger before it happened. Everything around him seemed to slow down. He could even see the tiny movements of a fly's wings as it hovered nearby. At that moment, he noticed a powerful punch heading straight toward him from behind. Peter quickly ducked and effortlessly avoided the attack. Faced with the bully's aggression, Peter panicked. Since he had never been in a real fight before, he immediately apologized. But the bully threw another punch and Peter easily dodged it. Then another punch came, and Peter avoided that one too. Without realizing it, the bully's attacks looked painfully slow from Peter's perspective. As Peter bent down to avoid another heavy swing, he noticed his crush standing nearby and watching everything unfold. When another attack came from behind, Peter spun completely around and dodged it with ease. The bully was now publicly embarrassed. Furious, he began throwing punches wildly in every direction. After backing away again and again, Peter finally decided to defend himself. He raised his arms, grabbed the bully's wrist, and squeezed. His newfound strength was so overwhelming that the bully cried out in pain. Then Peter threw a single punch that sent the bully flying across the area. For a brief moment, Peter felt victorious, but when he looked around, he noticed his crush staring at him with uncertainty, while the other students began seeing him as some kind of freak. Panicking, Peter immediately ran from the school and hid inside a dark alley. There, in the silence, Peter discovered strange spider-like barbs covering his hands. When he tried climbing like a spider, it felt completely natural. Looking toward a distant construction crane, Peter decided to test his powers. He tried every hand gesture he could think of, but no web came out. Just as he was about to give up, a web strand suddenly shot from his wrist and attached itself to the crane. Gathering his courage, Peter leaped forward and swung through the air. The first time, Peter truly understood that he had gained extraordinary powers, and he couldn't contain his excitement. That evening, after discovering what he was capable of, Peter's confidence skyrocketed. He finally decided he was ready to confess his feelings to the girl he had liked for years.